All right, so for the 5th time, I've had to restart this stream, and because it's on the cloud, I can't really, you know, go back and do it because I've already started the game. So I'm not sure where you guys are really at, but we're playing this game. We're gonna have a little bit of fun, do this a little bit differently. I'm not going over the whole recap again, just in case, you know, there was more. I don't think you guys want to keep hearing me say the same exact things over and over again. A little bit. It's going to be a fun game. We're just going to try to run this one out. Let's see really how it goes. Spencer Rattler, as I've said, he's had a very rocky career start for the Giants. I don't know if it's his fault. I don't know if management is going to be looking to replace him, but they are not doing things well. First time Rattler came in, rookie season, led them to the playoffs where we eliminated them and then won the Super Bowl. Following that, they started off the season 0-6 and then finished last place in our division, not really having a great season there. And then the following year, which is this year, again, they went like 0-7 or 0-8 and are now on a 3-game winning streak. All of their wins have come in the last 3 weeks. So whatever that is, I'll just let you do the math, but it's fucking crazy, the record that the Giants have had, and I don't know. Like I said, if I was them, it's hard to move on from Spencer Rattler. It really is. He's got a high overall. He seems pretty good. I think it's the other pieces. I feel like they're missing other pieces. So Rattler this season, 3,111 passing yards, 10 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions to his name. Maybe it is Rattler. Maybe he's just an interception machine. It really could be that. So let's get starting. Let's see. I don't want to pick Max. I want to be Hamilton. Get the fuck down. Yeah, Saquon. So first rush for Saquon, 3 yards. Last week, 21 rushes for 104 yards and 3 touchdowns. Yeah, we're gonna want to stop you. Actually, I don't want to be on. I want to be Bobby Wagner, motioning inwards. Just going to try to watch right here. Get it! Oh, I tried to jump in with Murphy. He's able to get a hand on it, but not enough. So now on 3rd and 7, do we go with the safety blitz or the 0 blitz? Let's do 0 blitz. I'm going to cover Saquon with Harris, Christian Harris. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, they try to run it. No good, Saquon. We're blitzing up the ass, Saquon. You ain't doing shit against us. You ain't gonna do shit, you 99 overall X Factor. All right, so now we're gonna return it up the middle. You know what? Maybe because I'm playing it, maybe I just let the commentators take over. You know what? That sounds like fun. I'm going to let the commentators take over and commentate for you guys, and it's just going to be me playing. But before we do, Jalen Hurts this season, 3,093 passing yards, 23 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. Now let's swing it on over to my other teammates.
Ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. A little juke, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 69 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. This is Smith with a grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 34. A great call there and a big run on the draw. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance according to Next Gen Stats.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
New York's offense back out there and set to go.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Duvernay.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, When they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Running left, it's Barkley. Shedding the tackle. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Boswell's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd down and 4, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Hurts. He delivers another to Goedert, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, the spin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goedert. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second. And pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Elliott good with a PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Baker Mayfield, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. Matthew Stafford's thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, see what's happening with the Bengals. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And the rushing numbers should tell the story of why they trail at the half. They're still in single digits in yardage as a team through 2 quarters of play. That's not good. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's been no contest in terms of the rushing yards. You see a much, much brighter picture there. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add several more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Play action. Here's Hurts. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles continue to roll. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!"
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. A handoff to Barkley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Tony. And he's taken down inside the 30. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Back to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. His second back at the 36. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. They just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Now this throw caught left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game. And this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What we got? Right there, 54. Watch the slant.
They'll go to Barkley again. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Tony. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Austin Hooper. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking deep for his tight end, Hurts. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Philly. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Back.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week.